Hi guys, welcome to the Wafflecast with myself and Jake Crook.
It's too low, speak how you normally would. Normal.
Hello guys and welcome to the Wafflecast with myself and Jake Crook.
Welcome back to the third episode of Wafflecast. With the top two wafflers on the net, it's your boy
LT
and JC back at it with the third episode of the Wafflecast.
I'm switching up that intro, by the way, because do you know how many men got on me for saying that guy Lee, that guy Lee?
No, I agree with.
Fuck all
There
you,
was
man.
so many outtakes in last
Yeah,
episode. It was
literally.
like, how many different fucking milli rocks can you do into it?
Seriously, fuck all you, man. Yeah, you'll rip the shit out of me. I'm not having it no more, man. I'm not having it.
Yo, so first things first, we just want to let you guys know, go follow the Instagram now. I know a few of you already have. It's Wafflecast Podcast on the gram. It'll be here on screen, right there. Go get that, go follow that, whatever, all the good stuff. We're going to be posting updates on there as well, because I know a lot of you DM us like, when's the next episode, what's going on, Just easier if we have the Instagram. So into today's episode, what have you been up to this week?
I have finally started playing Last of Us. I'm only
How
7
many
years
years late, yeah?
7 years behind, but I started playing Last of Us, the first one, because obviously the second one's just come out, and I wanted to revive my single YouTube channel, right? And so Last of Us 2 came out. I thought, you know what, I do want to play it, but I haven't played the first one yet. I think I watched one walkthrough of it when it first came out, and then it just put me off, so I just didn't get around to playing it.
And now you're making a walk for yourself?
Yes, now I'm doing a walkthrough myself, because I was like, it's about time I grow up and play it. And
How
you know
many
what?
people do you reckon you're going to put off by doing the walkthrough?
Multiple.
Multiple.
Now, you know what it is, yeah? I've played about 2 hours of it so far, and I am playing on normal difficulty because, bro, I'm telling you, I'm struggling, fam. I'm struggling, but yeah, it's a hard game, man, it's hard. I did nearly tear up as well. No spoilers, you're right, but yeah, someone does die at the start.
Oh, great.
I can't lie, nearly brought me to tears.
Complete plot twist there.
Yeah, man.
Great.
But yourself, what have you been doing this week?
Oh, I've been doing a lot of work from home this week, obviously as every week is. But also, you know, Pop Smoke's album dropped on Friday, and we were in Manchester from like Thursday, so it was Pop Smoke vibes the whole weekend.
Manchester was a beautiful
Manchester,
trip.
yeah, it was.
Shout out my boy Quinny, he's getting his shout out in this podcast. Man like Quinny, hosting Wireless 2020 in Manchester edition.
Yeah, we did an on-tour version of Wireless. Lee created an entire playlist based on artists that were at Wireless. Obviously, Pop Smoke's album dropped on Friday, so we literally just rinsed out the whole weekend.
Pretty much.
Pubs reopened Saturday, so that's what we were on, that kind of vibe, but we can go into that later. We'll go into that later.
Yeah, we'll save that for the end.
Yeah.
I have my opinion on that.
Yeah, but definitely go listen to Pop Smoke's album. Top two favourite tunes off the album, probably Mood Swings, Lil TJ, and The Woo.
He had a song with 50 Cent on there, innit?
So far.
They are so similar in so many respects.
Yeah.
Like there's
Cadence
so
on the voice.
There's so many songs I've listened to from Pop Smoke, and when it starts, you're like, is this 50? And then you're like, oh no wait, it's Pop Smoke.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, no, very good.
It's a vibe, though, wasn't it? The whole album.
Yeah, it was decent. There was also Pot of Paper. He also dropped. Obviously, he's recently got out of Pen. For you man that don't know, he's a UK artist. Yeah, he's been in Pen for time. Came out, dropped an EP real quick. Fucking hard.
Right, that's a rapid EP, isn't that? Like less than a week dropped an EP.
It's hard, very solid, very solid. Go give that a listen as well. But yeah.
Right, enough on the music shit, because there's actually been a lack of tunes this week. I'm just going to give all my credit to Pop Smoke this week, and we'll give Pot of Paper a bit of clout. But
for the next episode, New Juice WRLD also dropped.
Yeah, we'll give that a little review as well.
We'll wait until next episode because I haven't listened to it yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So, on the topic of what happened the last time we filmed the podcast, we spoke about what things that have happened on holiday, right?
So when we were actually recapping after the podcast aired, and we sort of continued this conversation between ourselves and our mates. We then started thinking about all the crazy shit that's happened on holiday, but then more specifically like near-death experiences overall.
Well, when we were coming up with the stories that we were going to tell you, I had to specifically choose not to put a certain story in because it was probably the most iconic story, for me anyway, the most iconic story that happened for me on holiday, but I had to keep it out because I wanted to save it for this one, which was near-death experiences and how I nearly killed myself. And
I shouldn't be laughing at that.
And one of my good mates as well, I nearly killed him. It's funny now, but when I tell you back then, yeah, it's still part of me is a little bit fucked up by it.
Yeah,
like still a bit shook up. Like, yeah, man.
Do you want to go into exactly the occurrences of that day? Because I actually witnessed the aftermath. I didn't actually witness the aftermath.
I guess we'll go from the start, right? So we wake up, and one thing that a lot of lads like to do and a lot of girls like to do when they go on holidays, they like to rent quad bikes out, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Now, for those of you that know me, you'll know that I don't actually have a driving licence yet, right? I've been slacking.
He's been on that green thing for like 4 years.
That provisional licence is going to be the death of me.
I'm in lessons supposedly, but I ain't seen it.
So anyway, me and one of my mates, we decided to go halves on a quad, rented the quad out. He picked this certain quad, and as we've gone to reverse it out of the quad bike garage, if you will, the guy selling them actually said to us, he was like, "Oh, be careful with that one because the brakes stick." And we're thinking, right, okay, so we forked out quite a bit of money on this, and you're going to tell us that the brakes are sticky. Like, yeah, that's a bit sus, right? So yeah, anyway, reverse this quad out, think nothing of it, we're like, right, okay, we'll just be a little bit more cautious. Anyway, go through the rest of the day. Everything was fine, yeah? It weren't until we one thing that does make me laugh is they said, don't take the quads on beaches, but our whole motive was,
take the quads off for the beach.
let's go find a secluded beach somewhere and so I guess you could probably say it was our fault, but it weren't, right?
I don't know, I don't think a bit of sand in the tyres is effective.
No, it was calm. So anyway, let me fast forward through the day. We got to the beach, it was calm, everything was fine. It wasn't until we got there though, that when we've gone to turn this certain corner, the brakes had actually like stuck, and it kind of made me think, oh okay, so they do stick a little bit, alright, cool. Anyway, went to the beach, chilled, had a good day. About a couple hours later, we then decided to go back because obviously the time on the quad bikes was running out. So everyone's speeding home, as you would, right? And I remember racing one of my mates on a quad, and as we've got to this corner, he's flew around the corner, and I've gone to do the exact same thing that he's done. And as I've gone to hit the brakes, I swear on my life, yeah, it was like someone had cut the brake wires. They were just going like that, they were flapping, yeah? And I've hit this bend at about 50 miles per hour, and I've tried...
Which on a quad bike in itself is not the best idea, is it?
And bear in mind, my mate is on the back, and he's holding on for dear life, and he's like, "Lee, brakes!" And I'm like, "Bro, they ain't fucking working." And then literally, I've tried to turn it as we've gone round this bend, and it was like a Mario Kart bend, and I've tried to like turn it.
I can confirm it was like a Mario Kart
bend. And as we've done that, we've gone onto 2 wheels. I've tried to balance it out and hop back on so we're on 4 wheels, and we've just gone ploughing into this wall. I've gone over the handlebars, and he's gone, like the bike went like this, obviously, it's gone like that. So he's flung off the back, and I flung over the wall. And it was like, I just remember being in, like, it was like the start of Save It Private Ryan. You know, like where everyone's dying on the beach in slow motion. I just remember like coming to thinking, what the fuck is happening? Like, I turn around, you've got our mate who's like literally lying underneath the quad bike, like trying to scrape himself from underneath. I'm there with my head's all bust open and everything. I'm like, what? And then all the rest of the lads come flying around the corner.
Oh, that shit is so scary because I was on the quad behind him and my friend was driving, who also doesn't have a driving license. So why the fuck we were letting why were we letting the people that don't actually have driving licenses or any insurance drive the quads? Is like, I don't even know what was going on there.
We did fuck it, we fucked him up.
But we seen them going up, well we saw the aftermath of you, and then I braced my mate because I thought the exact same shit was about to happen to us. Because we're going towards this wall and I can see the bend and I'm like shit. So I grabbed my mate and literally I'm just holding on for dear life thinking, something's about to happen, like I'm just going to have to embrace it.
R.I.P.
But he actually managed to swerve the wall at the last minute and go down this slip road, and I literally remember my heart just absolutely racing. Got off the quad, was like looking at all what was going on, and it was just flipping mental, wasn't it?
I won't even lie, yeah. As a fully grown lad, I fully just burst into tears when that happened, didn't it? And it weren't because I was in so much pain or whatever. Like myself, I was lucky in the sense that I didn't break anything, I was alright. But I just remember bursting into tears because I'm like, fam, I not only put myself at risk, but I put one of my like best mates at risk as well.
Yeah.
And like putting someone's life in that, like honestly, you won't see me on a quad without a license, right? And I know
all helmets, because we didn't have helmets on, did we? Not to incriminate ourselves, but
honestly, on a real back wearing helmets. And one thing that will always stick in my mind is I remember getting back to the quad bike place and dropping off the quads. Obviously, our quads in like fucking tatters. And I remember the guy saying that, look, you owe me €250. You fucked up my quad.
Although we did try and go to like this like dodgy Greek like convenience store. It was like a DIY store, and we tried to glue the frame back together, tie the lights were all out the socket. We tried to tie it back in with string. We got there, we got back. The guy was looking over it, was looking all good, and then he goes for the brakes, and the brake was the other way around than it should have been. So if he wouldn't have noticed that, I reckon we would have been sweet when he got away with it.
Yeah, but that is one thing that just stuck in my mind is. Your reaction to when he says that you owe us 250, and I remember your voice kind of went, and you were like, "What the fuck? Like, are you fucking mad?" And I remember you just going off on this guy, being like, "You put my mate's life at risk, and you're more concerned about 250 euros for your shit quad." And I remember I looked at you in that moment, even though I was a bit dazed and everything. I'm like, "I love this boy. I love this boy."
It just makes sense of like. Obviously, I wasn't aware that he previously told you that the brakes were sticky, and then the fact that he had the audacity to say, "Yeah, you broke the quad because the brakes weren't working. We want 250," and you two nearly like obviously it could have been way worse than it was. But I just thought it was a bit of a piss take. If
those brakes had cut out, and bear in mind, in Greece it's a bit weird, and it's like those roads. If you go off road, you're going off a cliff. We were so lucky that they went off on the one where there was just one wall.
Well, this is why quad bike. I have PTSD from quad bikes because that exact same trip, about 2 hours before this, we were parked up on the cliff, enjoying the view, getting some photos, whatever. My friend, who, if you would watch the last episode, will know, he's it would only be him.
That guy.
Yeah, that guy. I'm sat on my quad bike, just chilling, taking the view, thinking, you know what, this is something. My mate's on the back taking Snapchats. I had my hand on the brakes because we were literally on the cliff edge, and this lad literally has just come and just bang. He's hit me in the back of the quad, and we felt the quad move, like we just shook. And if I would not have had my hand on the brake, me and my mate were going off the cliff. So, safe to say, I shouted at him after that, didn't I?
You know what's stupid as well is my man has a license.
He has a license, bro. He should not be on the roads.
It's a mockery.
I know you're watching this. You shouldn't be on the roads, bro, and that's okay.
People trust me on a quad more than they trust you, and that should tell you.
So that was like that, mate. Honestly, that could have gone so wrong as well. So quad bikes are just a bit of a madness. But I feel like all these situations, like near-death experiences, a lot of them are based on a vehicle or in a vehicle or whatever. So like my near-death experience, or what at the time I felt like was one, was literally like I'd had my car, like I just passed my car, I was 17, I just got my car, I was going on a downtown trip to Cornwall with a couple of lads, thinking on the bee's knees, driving in my fucking Volvo, whipping. And we actually ended up leaving really late to go down. It was probably about 8, 9 o'clock. I don't know why we left so late, like, I don't really remember, but the roads were actually not too bad. And I remember just driving down, we'd have issues with this car just kept playing up on the way down, like it was doing this jilting thing, It was like really weird, it was like there was something blocked in the engine, it was like strange. And then we ended up like getting on a bit of a run that we could only go 50 mile an hour. But then we started getting a bit faster, and it was going back to normal, so we were alright. But basically what happened is I was in the fast lane, like calm, and then literally the tyre exploded, and I swear to God, imagine you holding a steering wheel and you just literally lose all, like it doesn't feel like there's anything there anymore, it's like doing that. It was just crazy, and literally I was like shit. I felt the car starting to steer because obviously one side of it was uneven. Literally just remember just like putting my foot in the clutch. My friend, I think I looked at my friend in the back that was like half asleep, but he obviously woken up because of the pop. But I tried to put my handbrake up and sort of like, it felt like glide into that lane. And oh my God, for a split, it's like that feeling though when you think you're about to kill one of your mates or two of your mates. It's just like, I feel like you're almost in a selfless thing at that point. You're not even thinking about yourself, you're like them.
You literally don't even care.
You don't give a shit about yourself. You're literally thinking like, I don't want to kill my mate. Like that's the worst possible thing ever. And literally ever since then, I don't speed. I don't even have a car anymore, but I don't speed even when I am driving.
Well, it's like, I take you very quickly back to that feeling of when I came to and I was having that Saving Private Ryan moment. I remember coming to, and I remember my first thought was, shit, is he alright? You know what I mean? So I go over to my mate and I ask if he's alright and stuff, completely ignoring the fact that my head is busted the fuck open. I've got blood pissing down here, my back's all fucked up, and I'm like, nah, first thought, like, bro, are you good?
It's got to be.
But yeah, man.
Yeah, I think that in that moment it goes to show what kind of person you are, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, or at least like people can't see what are in your thoughts.
I always when I explain this story to like my mum and that, she's always said it's like you get that mother feeling where it's like you'll do anything for your children. Like if you're in that sense of like, and obviously we're all like so close. It's like we're all pretty much family. We're all brothers, pretty much. Yeah, we all look out for each other. So when something happens to one of your brothers, yeah, your first thought's like, bro, family, are you good?
Yeah,
man. But
yeah, no,
yeah, helmets, don't red quad.
No, helmets, licenses to start off with.
Yeah, licenses.
that's the one that was
sorry. Yeah, licenses, helmets, and
awareness.
Fuck.
I'd say.
Pricks.
Nah.
That sound. Fuck pricks.
Dodgy
fucking.
Nah, but on a serious, that as well. But awareness. Be aware of what's going on around you. Because I feel like that's why my mate nearly hit me off a cliff. Because he just wasn't aware. He was just in his own little world. But more near-death experiences. This weekend we were in the 0161, otherwise known as Manchester, and I feel like I had an out-of-body experience. Far too much alcohol was drank. The pubs were reopened, the bars were reopened on Saturday. Like, was it the 4th of July? Yeah, 4th.
We partied.
The date, yeah. Who knows what date it was, but it was the 4th. And so we obviously decided to go out for a couple of bevs. What are your thoughts on pubs reopening? What's going on in these pubs? The measures of like safety for COVID, all that.
I had this little brief chat with my mum on the way over here, yeah. And I said that the thing is, there's more important things that could have opened instead of pubs. But like, you know what Britain's like, man. Like Britain, like you take beer away from Britain,
and alcohol, gin.
Like next thing you know, yeah, we're like running riot. And I think that's what's happened. I think since they brought pubs back, and obviously that first weekend, like from what I've heard from what's happened in Coventry, like I don't know what it was like. I mean, we were in Manchester, and in Manchester it was calm. Like
it wasn't. But like it was weird being. Obviously the tables were like super separated, and like you get assigned a table, and you've got to stay there.
I'm chatting about that fucking bitch. don't think I'm chatting about that fucking bitch. She's fucking clapped motherfucker. You're getting chatted about. Yeah, I'm not having this. Right, little story time. Yeah. Right, so we go.
Let's set the scene. Go on, set the scene.
So we had to go into the pub in 2 separate groups because we didn't know how they were going to be with us rocking up as a group of
you can only be 6, so you literally have a maximum table of 6, and like obviously you get assigned a table and you've got to stay there.
So the rules in this certain pub were you get assigned a table when you go in and you have to stay there. But the problem is, half of the group were sat indoors, half of the group were sat outdoors, and we all wanted to be together, innit? So like we moved outside to go and sit outside, and I remember there being like a table with like a booth. It kind of looked like a gazebo, kind of like wooden gazebo.
It was like a wooden hut, wasn't it?
Yeah, and these people had just got up and moved away from it. So our guess is okay, they're leaving. So whatever. So,
but we asked one of the lads that was sat there. We were like, "Can we sit there?" He's like, "Yeah, sweet, it's all good."
Yeah. So asked the lad. He's like, "Yeah, if you want to sit there, lads, that's fine." So we all go and sit and huddle in this thing, yeah, and it's calm. All of a sudden, this ginger bitch comes flying out of the pub, yeah? And when I tell you she's a J-bag, she's the biggest J-bag I've ever seen. I don't get
how have you come to that conclusion?
I don't give a fuck. Last episode we were like, yeah, respect women. Now fuck this bitch, yeah? She comes flying out the pub and she's like, "Oi, what are you fuckers doing in our fucking seat, cunt?"
Is she got me as well?
No, fuck her, bro. I don't give a fuck what she was. And she comes out and she's giving it lip, yeah?
She was giving it lip, but she also had no lip, so I don't know how she was doing that.
I'm like, yeah, alright, cool, yeah, look, you know, we're reasonable lads. All you've got to do is just be like, oh lads, I can't lie, I was sat there, oh sorry boys, I was sat there, blah blah.
Yeah, but she came straight with the ag.
She came with attitude, bro. She needed, nah, I'm not telling her what she needed, but all I'm saying,
what did she need?
A fucking right hook, I can't lie. She needed a right hook, but it wouldn't, no, I'm not Chris Brown, however, right, she came flying out, she was moving mad. And then anyway, we firmed it. We were like, nah, you know what? You're gonna give us lip. Fuck it. We're gonna stay here then. We were polite about it. We stayed where we were. We're like, fuck you, whatever. Anyway, 2 minutes later, she comes back with a bouncer, and this is another fucking. He needs a fucking smack as well.
Oh, do you know them bouncers? You know them ones, yeah? That the bouncers that really try and be all not perfect with girls. That's the wrong word. What they try and they play to the girls. You know, they try and get all pally, like always on the girls' side, giving them hugs and that.
Facts. If you've got a girlfriend who hugs a bouncer, don't pass. She belongs to the streets. Alright? I seen a meme on the way over here. Literally, exact same. Say less. Alright?
Yo, facts.
Unreal. If your bird's hugging bouncers or she knows them by their first name, she's clapped. Right? Anyway, this bloke's come over. Fucking not even like, oh sorry lads, but can you like go back to your other table or whatever? Comes over here, all attitude, oi lads move, blah blah blah.
Yeah, with the girl like literally just behind him.
Yeah.
And the girl was like,
yeah, the smile on her face as well. And she's just there like over his shoulder. Imagine a girl just over his shoulder. I didn't snitch on him, blah blah blah. Bollocks.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
But we moved back to our original table and it was still good vibes.
It was
the girl got what she wanted, but then at the end of the night, when we were like, you know, it was probably like 11ish at this point, 11:30. She comes back over to the table and says, like, oh, you can have it now, boys. And everybody's face at that table was just like, you know what?
She needs to get glassed, not deaf, but like glassed.
It was very jarring. She's one of them girls. If you're watching, don't be one of them.
Yeah, like I believe, yeah, if someone does take your seat, yeah, do come over and be like, don't be afraid to be like. Don't be a pussy, you know what I mean? Just come over and be like, lads, can't lie, I've sat there, you know what I mean? Like, can you move? In that case, I'll be like,
no, I appreciate you not being polite. If someone's polite to me, you know what? I'll respect that.
Manners get you so far,
yeah.
Right? If you come over with this attitude, yeah, best believe.
Especially when you don't know the person as well. Like, we did not know this girl.
I think we need to bring back lads swilling birds.
Was that go out of fashion? Was I not aware of that?
I can't remember the last time I seen a lad.
You ever been swilled?
I've been swilled.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've been swilled.
Yeah.
What were you doing to get swilled?
I got swilled in JJ's.
If you don't know what JJ's is, it's basically this like nightclub in Cov. We have literally two options, so it's JJ's or the Collie.
Yeah.
So it's just, you know, take your pick, flip a coin, whatever. Why did you get swilled in JJ's?
Do I have to go into this? Alright, basically, yeah. This girl was just giving it 10. Right, and you know, like like we said, we hate that, and it's obviously between me and you, yeah. This is like lad chat, so I can't really say it on the podcast. But let's just say she was what's the word?
She was what?
She was nah. What's the word?
Voluptuous.
That's the one.
Oi.
Let's just say she was that. Yeah.
Oh no.
Anyway, she's giving it fucking 10 to me at the bar because I think we were both trying to order drinks and we're both knocking into each other or whatever. And anyway, it wasn't my best moment, I won't lie, but the thing is, I was hella yacked and she was pissing me off. So I turned around and just called her out for her voluptuous.
Voluptuosity?
Yeah. And she's got this drink that she's just ordered and straight up just gone, fuck off. And I've just been like, no.
After she just bought the drink?
Yeah.
No way. So she's actually wasted her own money to swill you?
I mean, to be honest, I got a free drink out of it, so I'm not complaining. She's oh man, it's long. But yeah, so basically don't call a girl out for her voluptuosity.
Yeah, new word.
Honestly, I won't lie. Look, I hold my hands up. I deserved it. I shouldn't have done that.
Nah,
but I was had a yak, and she was pissing me off.
One of them.
But yeah, we move. Alright guys, so that is gonna sum up the end of today's episode, talking about me getting swilled by a fat thing. I don't care.
Voluptuous.
Right.
Pop Smoke's album, Pot of Paper.
Yeah.
Life experiences.
Yeah, how you should always wear helmets and don't trust Greek men.
Always wear helmets. Always wear helmets in every circumstance.
I fucking hate this podcast. Right. Yeah, so what we're going to end on, guys, is we have a email address which we're going to be opening up to you guys, to the public and everyone else, right? If you want to email in your problems, or if you've got girl issues, or if you've got something going on,
any topics that you wanted to talk about,
topics,
you can either
personal information, like
why don't you send us that?
Credit cards, bank details.
No, definitely send us that.
Yeah.
But no, if you go and look at Instagram, you can either send us DMs. It'll all be anonymous as well.
Yeah.
So if you want us to discuss any funny topics, any funny stories, anything like that, or problems, just DM us on Instagram, or the email will be on screen here.
Or go and check the Instagram page. It will also be left on the Instagram page.
In the bio.
Yep.
In the bio.
If you want to send us any inquiries or stories or anything, just send us anything, you know what I mean? Also, shout out to anyone who wants to sponsor us, right? I'm just saying, sponsors come through, because this podcast is going to blow up, right?
Also, some of you with a keen eye might have noticed that there's a new part of the set. So just know that the set's getting upgraded, baby.
Oh yeah, you did.
The set. We're putting money into this set because we believe in the podcast.
As you know, me and Jake are filled with excuses, so this is our excuse for not uploading the last 2 weeks. We had a new bar bill. We had to pay for a mad builder to come in and fix that.
AKA my uncle.
Yeah. Yeah, because our old bar was shit. And I know he's going to be watching this, so shout out you who built that.
Oh shit, right, catch everyone in a bit, peace.
Oh, can you imagine if we got sponsored by OnlyFans?
Oh, that's so elite,
That'd be cut it. Oh, that's too funny.